Okay, everybody. Tonight we're going to try something, a little barbecued chicken, Oriental style, using bourbon chicken recipe from Guy Fieri, a little bit of extra actual 100 proof bourbon, and some fresh scallions, green onion, a couple of peppers, some amazing onion mix in here as well, shiitakes, garlic. We've got some bean sprouts, and we're going to make up a big plate of fried rice, which has been sitting in the fridge. That's jasmine and garlic rice that's been sitting in the fridge overnight. We're going to be using some mirin to help finish off that rice. I'm going to give a little bit of this triple ginger teriyaki because, like, you can't have too much ginger or teriyaki, in my opinion. Of course, a little low sodium for the rice over there, and we've got some Crystal City olive oil, toasted sesame oil to kind of help top that off. We've also got our chicken that's been treated in some cornstarch, and that's going to help it caramelize on the griddle top. So I'm going to get some oil on. I'm going to pass this over to Allison, and we're going to get started cooking.
Hi guys, yeah, we decided to go with me filming because with Jerry and the GoPro, he was blocking out the light and a lot of the goodness of what was going on, so...
Yeah, I gotta get
we have an overhead light, and he's not a small man.
Oh, that's important.
I don't mean fat, I just mean you're very broad-shouldered.
Yeah, we're gonna
and you block out the light.
Gotta get a better lighting setup.
And that way I can move further away when the scraping gets really wicked loud, which it always is.
Angry oil. Alright. So we're gonna start out, I know a lot of people start with the chicken first when they do this. And this is sort of a take on the mall chicken that you get, bourbon chicken stuff, Sakura, Japan, all that. But this is kind of how I see it, which, as we discussed many times, cooking is all about making it your own and enjoying what you're doing. So we're starting with the vegetables because...
Look at those beautifully cut vegetables.
I know.
Who is your sous chef?
I don't know, but she deserves a raise.
That would be me.
Yeah.
So we found that what works best, because Sherry and I love cooking together. So when he does the flat top, I do the sous chef roll. And other than, let's see, chicken parmesan and gravy. Anything else that you do?
I make mean meatball.
Oh yeah, the meatballs.
I make blackened chicken pasta.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a joint. Everything's a joint effort with the two of us, which is wonderful because I used to have to do all the cooking, and it's so much fun having a guy that absolutely loves to cook, and he's good at it too, which is also a positive. And to be frankly honest, this griddle kind of scares me. So I think I could do it. I haven't tried it yet. I might try it with something simple to start off with, like an omelet or maybe even stir-fry rice. I don't know. It just seems like a lot. So I will jump on the wagon. I'm just... Oops. Catastrophe number one.
Pepper down.
Onion down.
Oh, it's an onion.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's nice, right? Because this will get some flavor. Actually, what I want to do is just treat it a little bit with a little bit of this mirin. Which, woo, boy, that's strong. That's rice wine.
It's like sake.
And that'll give that a little bit of that extra punch. Mix that in together. Coating everywhere.
So he's got the burner closest to me on medium high, And then the burner off to the right is on low, correct?
Right. Correct.
So now he's pushing it over to the low side so we can start working on the chicken.
Correct. So on my griddle, with every griddle chicken, this corner is the lowest heat. And that works out to be okay. Because now what we're going to do is crank this back up to medium-high because I had them both on low.
Oh.
Just to do
My
the
bad.
veggies to get them seared and started. So now we're going to go to medium-high, only on this burner. And we're going to recoat that with, going to go with some canola oil. Actually, we'll go with the olive oil. I use the canola oil at the end of the cook after I'm cleaning. So we're going to try to get this going. And this is all new. Haven't tried this before. So I'm really excited. I know Austin is. We're really looking forward to seeing how this all turns out. So here we go. And in that goes. And as you can see, with the cornstarch, it's actually it helps to dry the chicken out a little bit so that we can get a good caramelizing on it.
And then you pretty much lay it as flat as you can and
Yes.
just let the grill get the char on it.
Yep, grill's got to do its job.
And we've seen so many YouTube videos, like from the Griddle guys and Blackstone, Nate,
Yeah,
and
Hungry Hussy and all
Hungry
you guys
Hussy.
are amazing, really.
and you guys are making all these different variations of stir-fried rice with mull chicken, and we just got Jones in to do the same. So you guys are our inspiration.
Not only are you an inspiration, we have like rules about what time of the day we can and cannot watch your videos. Because what ends up happening is, if I watch these videos while I'm hungry, I am not a nice guy to be around. I am the first to admit, I have a wicked case of the hungry horrors, those Snickers moments, or whatever you want to call them.
Oh, and he just honestly, I love him to death, but he gets downright nasty when he's hungry.
Yeah, I'm not fun to be around. I get hangry, I guess.
Yeah, hangry.
And, but I'll admit it. Whatever it is. But again, we're just trying to, oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that char starting to come up on there. Isn't that great?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And this is, again, we're branching out into brand new and awesome territory. So everything we're doing here is very first time on new tools. And put just a tip of this in there just to make sure that it maintains a nice Asian flavor.
Are we going to get drunk on the mirin?
No.
Oh no, because it's cooking out.
All the alcohol. Dips right away, as they say.
So it amazes me how fast this cooks. Yet at the same time, you put it on a low burner and it just sits there. And we have not made a dish yet where the small chunks of protein have come out dry.
Nope.
Never.
No. Even when you're in keep it warm stage, it's just phenomenal.
And what we're really looking forward to, yes, I just sat down, but what we're really looking forward to is we saw the Blackstone guy, Nate, who made mussels.
Oh yeah.
And when we make our trip to Massachusetts to see the kids, we're going to get some PEI mussels, which we cannot get here, and we are going to make this mussel bake because it looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, PEI mussels. Oh yes, that is what I'm looking for. See that nice char?
That's beautiful,
That
baby.
is phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
So when do you put the sauce on it?
Not right away. You want to wait and throw that on pretty much close to the end when we're
Oh, really?
pull it. Yep. So what I'm going to do Well, actually, I'll put a little on it now to let it caramelize up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move it over here. And we'll add a little bit more. And again, this is Guy Fieri's,
Fieri.
Fieri, potato patata.
Hey, if someone called you like
The blonde guy in
Mary
the drive-in,
instead of
right?
Jerry, you wouldn't like it.
So all I did with that is punch it up with a little bit of extra bourbon.
Look at that color.
And now we're getting into that territory. Mall chicken color, right? And the guys, griddle guys call it mall chicken. I think that's just amazing. Because that's what it is. You know, you're walking around the mall. You make the mistake of going anywhere near the food court, and the next thing you know, somebody's trying to shove a plate of this under your nose, and you're pretty much toast. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to add all this into the rice and have it as a combined dish when we get upstairs. But this is absolutely spot on with what I was hoping it was going to do.
Oh, good. I never went to a mall. What do they call them?
Food court.
Food court.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's talking about, but all I do know is that it smells really good.
All right, so now as you can see, we've got our protein and our veg for the fried rice. Oh, you know, we didn't remember to bring down
What?
the egg.
I can do without the egg,
Okay, we'll go sans egg.
as long as you're okay with it.
I'm absolutely fine with that. Yeah.
Now that's not too high.
Well, I just turned it all back down to low.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for it to settle down a little bit. Okay?
I'm just trying to learn, babe.
Yep.
Rice first.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about something else. Okay, so now we've had this jasmine rice in the fridge overnight.
Yeah, so I cooked it just regular, according to recipe.
Yep.
It's like 1.5 cups of water to 1 cup of rice.
And as you can see, by putting it in the fridge overnight on top of some parchment paper,
It gets really dry.
it dries it out really nice, which is what you want, because you want this really dry consistency.
That's a lot of rice.
Yeah, that is. That's a lot more.
Should have
than I
used
thought.
half.
Yeah. Well, it's all good. Like we were just saying, everything about this is a new experience, so it's learn on the fly.
I put a little olive oil in there, the toasted sesame.
Yep, I will. Not that quite right there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, and this just needs to be moved about a bit.
That looks amazing. I like that little char on there.
Yeah. Well, it's also...
It makes it crispy
Yep, and it's picking up the flavoring
from the chicken and the sauce and
Right,
the...
yeah, so it's going to be a little bit extra cool. And since this is going to be a combo dish, I guess that's okay. Oh, starting to leak in a little bit of other stuff. That's alright.
That's all right.
Working on the 22 here. And I've seen people use the much larger ones. And again, because this is actually cooked rice, we just really need to warm her up a bit. But now we're going to jump in with a little bit of the soy sauce for that color that everybody loves.
Yeah, we really wanted to use the double black or the dark soy sauce, but we couldn't find any around here. I didn't have any molasses, because that's like you can mix soy sauce with molasses and sugar, and that makes the dark soy. But I have some coming with old Amazon, and it'll be here Wednesday. So,
Yeah, I gotta say, it's great watching the griddle guys. No offense, Hussey and those guys and Nate, but you know, these guys are from my own backyard. And they talk a lot about local produce, and like I used to love going to Market Basket or Demoulas to get all my supplies, right? You know, for cooking and whatnot. And to see those bags and those logos, and Joyce Chen makes a double dark soy product, and that's something that's very. Joyce Chen is credited for bringing Peking dumplings to the world, American Chinese cuisine.
One of my favorites.
And I'm gonna send these veggies into the mix now with the rice, because I believe we're on the path. And I want them all to get that same flavor of the sesame oil once that's mixed. So we're getting closer. This is really in good shape. Now I'm just going to take my chicken back down to the low side, because you know it's loving life up there in the heat. But that's looking good too. Everything seems to be coming together nicely. Even without an egg, which frankly I'm okay with that. I'm liking what I'm seeing. What do you think, honey?
I think it looks amazing.
Great. And now I'm going to just do a little bit of spread on here. And throw some of this amazing
Toasted sesame oil.
sesame oil in there. Oh, the smell.
And don't forget the bean sprouts.
No, they're going in right now. Because they will not really handle the heat too well. That's why they got to go in last.
And then I like to add the green parts of the green onion at the very end so it's still crunchy.
Yep.
And
that's what this is for.
it's nice and bright green.
Yeah, those are beautiful. Nice, beautiful green. Nice color.
I use them in everything from nachos to potato skins to obviously fried rice.
Yeah, this is, look at that. Look at that color on that rice.
Yeah, that's perfect color.
And all that flavor, again, just want to get that sesame oil mixed in with all the rice so that it all gets a taste.
I mean, come on, guys. How good does that look?
Yeah, this has me jonesing to jump in. It really does. I'm not going to lie. That's some good looking rice. Busy rice. A lot going on.
But not too busy.
No.
I think it's got enough ingredients, different textures, different colors,
Yep.
different shapes.
Yep.
I'm big on different shapes.
Just going to hit this with a little of this.
Oh, the double ginger.
Yeah, the double ginger.
Yeah.
Kind of finish it off. Because we're a big ginger loving house here.
And look how moist that chicken is.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Huh? Still just sitting there, relaxed.
Waiting to get happy with the rice.
Yep, everybody's gonna have a party tonight.
Especially our mouths.
That's right. So what we're planning to do is nestle all this protein in with the rice and just bring it up as one big dish, rather than try to bowl it out. So that's kind of the plan.
You can do that when you cook for yourself.
Yep.
Just makes eating easier. Kind of marries the flavors a little bit.
Yep. And I would just have a crazy chicken fried rice. That's kind of a collection of different flavors that don't necessarily all go together. But the beautiful thing is when we make the actual handmade bourbon chicken recipe, which is the mall chicken, or the score recipe, which thanks Griddle guys for that. We're hoping to jump on that real soon as well.
So this has been 20 minutes since we started the video.
Wow. Really?
Almost 19 minutes and 45 seconds.
All right, we're done.
And we're done. And that's amazing.
Crazy as that sounds, though, it's left to put it in a bowl and
Eat.
bring it upstairs. So, yeah, that's a trick in itself, right?
Yeah. where you shine, and I don't, not so much, and I don't know that it's going to fit in that bowl.
I think it'll be close. Right, so we're just going to work it slowly.
And again, Jerry mentioned this on the last thing, but we bought these Viking nested bowls, and each of them have separate lids, and there's like 6 of them, and I got it at Sam's Club, and they all nest together, and they're perfect for an RV because they take up only as much room as the biggest bowl. And yeah, the big bowl is pretty darn big, but
Okay, heavy.
but it all works, and it looks like it's gonna fit, which is awesome. But the aluminum helps retain the heat.
Yep.
Haven't had a cold fish yet. Pardon the loud scraping.
This just makes me so happy because look at how clean and easy that is to move this food off of this griddle. I mean, you know.
I mean, those spatulas really make the difference.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the right tools.
Gotta have the right tools.
And that is a common theme around this house. You know, you
Yep.
want a job done, you gotta get the right tools.
That's how I get to have 500 kitchen appliances, and he gets to have 500 tools. So,
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Right?
yeah.
Okay. And,
It doesn't quite apply to clothes or shoes.
And there you have
but-
it. That's our chicken fried rice for tonight.
Yummy.
Yeah, with the caramelized bourbonized sauce, which we'll come back and get all this later. Because right now I want to go eat it.
Yeah.
And thanks, folks. We'll catch you on
On the
next
flip
episode.
side.